Good morning, and thank you for being here. I'm Councilman PG Sittenfeld, and I'm joined today by neighborhood leaders, housing leaders, and faith leaders representing a cross-section of our community from Westwood to Walnut Hills to Avondale to Price Hill. We're here to speak out against a series of proposed cuts which would hurt the progress of Cincinnati neighborhoods. Federal cuts in CDBG and home funds have prompted the city administration to propose reductions which will include, among other things, cutting $120,000 to the Neighborhood Business District Improvement Program, cutting $110,000 to the Single Family Homeownership Development Program, cutting $332,000 to the Rental Rehab Program, and cutting $200,000 to the Homeless to Homes Program. While it's essential that we live within our means, it's equally essential that we establish common sense priorities. The idea that the city would spend $4.4 million to fancy up City Hall with a wedding atrium, while at the same time yanking money from our neighborhoods, is just plain wrong. Those same funds could be redirected to fill the gap of the proposed cuts. If the atrium goes forward, just as one example, the $120,000 cut from the Neighborhood Business District Improvement Program could wipe out this year's improvement projects in Bond Hill, College Hill, East Walnut Hills, Mount Lookout, and Mount Airy alone. How we decide to use taxpayer dollars is a direct expression of our values. Cincinnati families understand this. They understand that you don't go out and buy a new Cadillac when you're already struggling to pay each month's energy bill. You don't plan a vacation to the Bahamas when you're struggling to put food on the table. Yesterday and today, on the front page of the newspaper, we've read about the blight and crumbling infrastructure in some of the city's most vulnerable and also most important neighborhoods. This is all about priorities, and we clearly need citizens' help in guiding our priorities. Tomorrow, in council chambers, the Finance Committee will hold a public hearing at 6 p.m. to get feedback on the proposed cuts. I hope and urge citizens to turn out and also raise their voices in the name of common sense.